BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my December wrap-up. In December, I read a total of 15 books. I will leave all the links down below for all of the weekly wrap-ups that I did in November, and let's get started. The first book that I read in December was the manhwa or the manga of Infernal Devices, and this was book 2, which was The Clockwork Prince. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't as good as the first one. They skipped a lot of the chapters. I think it didn't start until like chapter 8 and then ended at like chapter 18. I can't remember completely, but I gave it 3 stars. It was just okay. The second book that I read in December was The Shining by Stephen King. I gave this book 5 stars. I listened to it on audio. Definitely recommend. The third book that I read was Inherit Midnight. This is by Kate K. Myers. I really enjoyed this one. It's a YA like mystery novel, and I gave it 4 stars. The next book was Alice in Wonderland, the graphic novel, which was adapted by the Tim Burton movie. Adapted from the Tim Burton movie. I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. The drawings were cute. The next book was Daughters Unto Devils, and I believe this is by Amy Lukovics, maybe? I'm saying her last name probably wrong. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. It was actually creepy. The ending was amazing. I was not expecting that at all, and I was happy it happened. The next 3 books are graphic novels, and those are the Morning Glory graphic novels. I read Volume 5, which I gave 3 stars, Volume 6, again 3 stars, and Volume 7, 4 stars because it gave us a little bit more information, but I'm still completely lost in the entire series. I don't know if I like it because I'm lost or because the drawings are just so good. I don't know. It was good. The next graphic novel I read was The Lock and Key Volume 5. I gave this one 5 stars. We get a lot of backstory on how the keys were made, so that was a lot of fun. The next book I read was Hotel Ruby, and this was from Suzanne Young. Again, I gave this 4 stars. It was really good. A little twist that I kind of suspected towards the middle, but that didn't deter me from wanting to continue reading it. I still found it very enjoyable. The next book was The Shallow, a Ghost Story by Charis Cotter. This is a middle grade paranormal ghosty book that I thought was really, really good. I gave this one 4 stars as well. The next book was Come Closer, and this one, I can't remember, something Gren. Sarah Gran? I think that's what her name is. This one was a demon possession book. It was really short. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't scary in my opinion. And yeah. And then I have Blood Promise by Rochelle Mead. This is the 4th book in the Vampire Academy series. I gave this 4.5 stars only because Rose is very annoying in this book. She kind of redeems herself towards the end, but the whole middle, I was grrr because she was just trying to like do her own thing, and her own thing almost got her killed. So yeah. Alright, and the last 2 books on my list are 2 books that I haven't reviewed yet, and so the first one is Untamed by A.G. Howard. You guys all know my love for A.G. Howard. This book did not disappoint. This is a bind-up of 3 different novellas. The first one being The Boy in the Web, and it is a novella in the point of view of Allison, which is Alyssa's mom, and her father Thomas, and it's their story. And then you have the second novella, which is in the POV of Morpheus and Jeb, and that one is called Moth in the Mirror. That one had already been published in ebook form, and I did read that one in 2014. I really enjoyed it. And then the very last story, which was what I was waiting for the most, is called 6 Impossible Things, and it's the story after the end of Ensnared. So it's the epilogue, if you will. And it was magical. It was so magical. Like the entire read, I was just tearing up. I thought I was going to bawl my eyes out. It was so beautiful, and just amazing, and I love this series so much, and I cannot wait for A.G. Howard to like write another book, because I'm going to die. Like, I would love more stories, you know, in this world, but there's nothing really more to say. I mean, the story is done, unless she did a spin-off on Janara, which is Jeb's sister. That would be cute too, but I enjoyed this story so much. Alright, and then the last and final graphic novel I read in December was Low by Remender and Tocchini. This is volume 1, The Delirium of Hope. I gave this 2 stars. It was very difficult to get through. I told you guys I didn't like the illustrations. They're very kind of like incomplete in my eyes. Let me find a page that really shows it. I don't know. Here's one. Like, it looks very science-y because they're underwater, but I just don't like the pictures. I don't know. It's beautifully colored. There's nothing wrong with the colors. I think like one of like the main pet peeves of mine is like the pumps one of the girl is wearing. It's just rudely sketched. There's no like line to make a pump. You can tell it's a shoe, but it's almost like an extension of her foot, like she was a Barbie doll. I hated it. Okay, so that was my, you know, pet peeve of the book, is the illustrations. And then 2 is the story. It starts off with a family, the Kane family. The mother and father and the 2 daughters go off to, I think the point was to catch a mammoth, which is not what we think. It's not like a big elephant. It's like a mammoth sea creature, because they live down in the ocean, like not in the Marina Trench, a little bit above it, but really low down in the ocean. Apparently Earth has been destroyed up above, so they have to live in the sea. And when they go on this excursion or this hunt, they get caught by pirates. And then another, you know, it like skips forward, and the mom is trying to get the son to like believe her that there is this religion, and in the book it's called quantumology, I think that's what it is, and it's like the religion of hope. Like, if you believe things good that are going to happen are going to be good, then that's what will happen. You'll have good things. So it's like positive thinking is a religion down in the sea. And her son just thinks, you know, because this is years later, he's an adult now, he just thinks she's stupid for believing something like that. And then they find themselves in the 3rd city, which everybody thought was a myth, but that's where all the pirates live. And the villain's really, really bad. And I was getting angry because one of the daughters is brainwashed. And it's just like, ugh. Like, I don't even want to continue on with the series. I know I'm not going to like it. I was super angry when I read it, so I don't know. Maybe someone else will like it. I just thought it was okay. And that is it. That was my 15 books of December. I can't believe it's a new year. And I'm really excited that I was actually able to read that much. So, yay! What did you guys read in December? Did you reach your Goodreads goal? I told you guys before, I started off at 150, dropped it down to 140, and then the night of the 31st, I said, I'm not going to make it. I dropped it down to 135, and Low got me to 135, and then I called it good. This year, it's at 100, because I know I can read 100, and then I don't feel like I'm trying to catch up all year. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.